Hi everyone, number one Marmaduke fan here. I really dug something about Rodriguez's drawing style and the color harmony in the Spider-Gwen issue I read, Gwenum. So even though I kind of sensed some of the SJW Marvel in it, I went and picked up 19 just because that was the oldest one my comic book store had. And this is a hot trash cover. Like they're doing a bit where it's like, oh, it's a skull, but it's Matt Murdock, and oh, we copy paste the ninjas to make teeth and bloody handprints for the sides. And this is not a good drawing of a person with a sword, given how much emphasis it has for this composition. So shade on that. But I think Rodriguez generally has very strong, expressive drawing, and I dig it. You know, it's that off-model drawing I've talked about a couple times, where they're pushing and kind of distorting the characters a little bit to highlight emotions. And I guess I'd be just repeating myself if I talked about the drawing style of Rodriguez again. I just dig it. There's some SJW stuff, like she gets a unibutt sometimes. Sometimes I have more boobs than her, and I don't have an ounce of fat on me. But I don't want to rag on the SJW stuff. I can put up with it when I see good drawing and good color. Since I'm such an art fanatic, I'll just ignore the words and enjoy the art the second time through and make up my own story in my head if I have to. So Rodriguez is strong enough that there are weak points, but Rodriguez is strong enough to sell this book to me, essentially. So I'm going to keep reading Spider-Gwen. Even though my boy Zach called it the jury duty of comics, we're not going to talk about the SJW stuff today. Today I thought I'd do a bit. I don't know what video I mentioned this in, but at some point I mentioned that if you struggle with color theory and you are blind like me, one of the best things you can do is take off your glasses. If you are cursed with 20/20 vision, you soulless people, then I guess you can squint and do the same thing. But this is the best way to check for color harmony and color balance, I think. I use it in painting all the time. So today I'm going to read Spider-Gwen blind. I'm number one Marmaduke fan, the blind cartoonist. Wait a second, I messed that up. Number one Zatoichi fan, the blind cartoonist. I can't even do my obscure Japanese television references right. So professional. So here we go. Reading Spider-Gwen issue 19 blind. Okay. Purple, green center of interest right here. Kind of a blue and purple is predominant, and with green as the rest, and blue complements the purple. So predominantly blue. This isn't a very good whole composition. Like I can tell this is blue, and that's purple and green. Predominantly green and purple. I guess some white and light yellows are used for rest. This is a bit all over the place. This, though, it works better as kind of a unified page. So predominantly pink, oranges and reds, a few greens for rest, but predominantly pink. Pretty good. Predominantly blue. This is well composed. Okay, blue, 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 blue. What's it called? When you have a triad of colors that go together, is it a triad? Dang it. Oh, my Mr. Modernist, the art teacher who taught me my color theory, would be so ashamed of me right now. But there's some formal name for a color harmony where it's blue, purple, green. Things that are right next to each other on the color wheel. And that's what's predominant here. White works in any composition because it relates to anything. And there's just little bits of pink to let the eye rest. Pretty good. These are a bit all over the place. I guess this is mostly dark purple, dark green, and then this yellow is really popping up. That's going to be Gwen, right? I can tell blind. I can't see a word. It's a big yellow shape, but I know that's Gwen, so that's reading well. All right, Matt Murdock's red, orange, and yellow. It's taking up most of this. White space here for emphasis. That reads almost blind. The reason I'm doing this is if you don't have good color harmony, nothing's gonna make sense when you read it like this. Everything's gonna be muddled, or every page is gonna look like nonsense. But here I can almost, even though I'm thoroughly blind right now, I can still make out what's happening, and I can still find pleasing stuff and spot things. Okay, orange all the way down, red all the way down. Yellow is only used in these two spots. Green only seems to be here. Black and dark colors in the background for everything else. So this is a weird video. I'm hoping my showing you this kind of helps make my point that this is a really good thing for you to do with your own comic at least once. But oh, this is great. Look at this. Purple all the way up and down, red stripe through here, red stripe through here, even a little red up here at the very tippy top. So they're not just using red in one spot. There's a consistent red countering the purple. Yellow being the opposite of purple on the color wheel is really emphasized here. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Okay, green predominant. So we've shifted the scene. I can tell blind that we're in somewhere else. Green, green, green. Red is important because of all the green. So whoever this red thing is, Matt Murdock, it's got to be Matt Murdock. He's important. And I can tell blind. Blue, green, aquamarine, almost all through. I'm cheating a bit because I remember this from when I read it normal, but there are very, very thin white lines in the gutters, and even that, even though they're maybe about 2 pixels wide, that helped my eye rest while reading this one. I think the issue 26 or whatever I read was way too dense without the white gutters. Blue counterbalanced with, white goes with everything, black goes with everything. So pink is the rest here from all the blue. If you didn't have this pink, this would just all read as one page and there wouldn't be any pop right here. And then I think I wanted to skip these two. Okay, what am I looking at here? This is a bit all over the place. I'm not digging this page so much. So purple, 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 red, green, green. This isn't unified as a page, and nothing's really popping out particularly as important. So this is something that could probably benefit from maybe purple being used. Purple seems to be the color they were mostly using, kind of down through here, but the green is overpowering it, and this just looks like a giant red square in the middle of everything. This is much better. Overall green. Now, are they giving my eye a rest? I guess there's a little rest right here from all the green and some of this red and pink, and a little, I can't even tell, I have no idea what that is. I'm completely blind, but whatever this red thing is, guys, let me know in the comment section, because this is giving my eye a rest. Up here at the top, some pink. This is giving my eye a rest from this predominantly green color composition. And I guess this has to be Gwen, this sort of light blue, whitish shade. Excellent. This is an excellent page, and this one not so much. Good. So this passes my test. Do I want to skip this? What do I want to skip? All right. Gray, white, pink. Okay, is there anything I hate? Because you got to look at it for more than a few seconds to critique it. This is nice. Since Gwen is white, she works in a lot of these color compositions. I can tell that's Matt or some other henchman or something. Not that bright, not that intense. I guess if this was sort of a calm scene as a rest after a bunch of action, this would work. I don't know, there's nothing really connecting it. Green, green up here, but no green down here. Red down here, and a tiny bit of red up here. Purple here, but no purple. Maybe a tiny bit of purple here. So this isn't that unified. So shade on this page. This is a good page. Predominantly blue. I can tell in 1 second, but pink working with the blue. Blue, purple, pink. There's our harmony. We've got a nice harmony. Do we have a rest? I'm not getting much of a rest here. Maybe a tiny little green here where I'm getting a rest, and I guess white functions as a good rest from this composition. And these two shapes kind of read together as a white space where my eye can rest. So that's a much better page than this one. All right, this was really cool because even blind, I know that's Logan's bright orange cowboy hat, and it kind of sweeps right up into here. Pink is used here, and orange, pink, and yellow go well together, but there's rest. Green here, green here. So now that I've kind of, man, this was weird. Okay, but a while ago I did a video where I sang a song while reading Cable, and my whole point there was rhythm. The only bit I had for this was that I'd be blind, but I think what I'm trying to illustrate is this is a quick way you can check for really bad stuff in your color compositions that's glaringly bad or ugly compared to everything else. And you can spot pages that are boring. You can spot pages where the color's becoming muddled and all running together. Like this is a great page where I know that is a hat. I can tell it blind. And the thing I kept saying over and over again was a harmony. So blue, purple, and green is a type of harmony because purple and green both relate to blue. But then you want a little bit of orange to balance the blue, give you a rest from the blue. Red, blue, and yellow is another triad harmony. Orange, green, and purple is another triad harmony. So if you predominantly use 3 colors throughout your composition and percentage-wise, so if it's 30% blue, 20% red, and 20% yellow, give them like a 5% green or a 5% white, just to breathe out, relax. And generally that's what the white gutters function as in older school comics where they have a white gutter. So if you're gonna eliminate the gutter and fill the page, then you need to start thinking like a painter this way. I'm #1 Marmaduke fan. Still unprofessional, but at least I've got a nice camera now. I love you guys. Catch you later.